Alex, hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon. I think last time you said that Lavia and Gusto were back on the grass. Are they anywhere near being available?
Yeah, Malo is available for tomorrow. Romeo is not available for tomorrow. Hopefully he can be available for Brighton game.
So this is a chance for you to use some players who maybe haven't had the minutes so far?
Yeah, will be a chance also to give them some minutes. It's in the same way we have done in the Conference League. We try to share minutes with them. So hopefully it can be a good chance for them to also to show a little bit themselves and to continue to get minutes.
But having said that, obviously this competition, Chelsea came so close to winning it last season, and also for you it would be your first chance to make your mark here in terms of winning a trophy. So how important is this match in this competition?
No, it's important, but not because we think that we're gonna win this competition. In terms of, it's important because it's an official game. It's a different competition, but it's, as I said, it's an official game. So we're gonna try in the way we always try to prepare the game in the best way and try to win. But to think in the first game already, thinking that because we were close last year, this year we're gonna try to win all the games. But the main focus has to be that it's official game, and we need to do our best to win the game.
But would you like to win the first trophy available?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Smiling, and that's apt because, you know, the way you're playing, the two recent results, clean sheets, full of praise for a lot of your players. Attention for once seems to be on the pitch rather than off the pitch. How relieved are you about that?
We try to be focused on the things that we can do better, we can do better, the things that we can control, and the pitch side is where we can be focused. So I said many times is the only thing that we need to pay attention is how we can do the things better, how we can improve, and I think we are progressing, we are in the right direction, but it's just we just started 2 months ago, but for sure the feeling is a good feeling.
So how pleased are you that you've been proved right, that you've always said all the talk about ownership, all the talk about the size of the squad, that's not affecting us out there on the training pitch, and now certainly the last few games you've been proved right. Is that a nice feeling for you? Absolutely, because it's the things where we work every day, and it's the things that where we can control a little bit, and this has to be the main focus for us. Do you know who the last Premier League manager to win their first 3 Premier League away games was? It was in 2016.
Yeah, they said to me. Yeah.
Oh, they told you? Oh, they spoiled it? That's cheating. So Pep Guardiola, that's good footsteps to be following in, right?
No, yeah, it's good to win games. First of all, we won 3 games in a row away. Hopefully we can continue, but hopefully we can share some good moment at home with our fans. That also will be important. So hopefully we can give them 3 points starting with tomorrow, and then hopefully also the next game at home.
Because at West Ham and Bournemouth, there were some nice moments at the end of the match shared with the Chelsea fans who had travelled. And the next 4 games are now at home, so you'd like to have that kind of result, that kind of performance for the home fans now.
Exactly. To share that moment with our fans. That, as I said, after Bournemouth game, Wolves game, and West Ham game, it's always nice to share that moment with our fans. But it's even better when we can share that moment at home with all the stadium.
And do you get a sense that they are, even though you haven't done it quite at home yet? I mean, it's a bet, obviously, but do you get a sense through social media, through the coverage, that the fans are now beginning to believe that things are moving in the right direction?
At the end, I think the results always going one way or the other way. I said in this moment, for us, it's always important, the result, for sure, but it's also important the other part, that is to see how the team is progressing, is improving. And then in terms of social network, I'm quite lucky because I don't have any social network. I know that people most of the time, I think they just write things, depends if we win or if we don't win. They are not probably they don't have time to focus on the performance, if it was good or not. They just judge us because of the results. But overall, I think we need to also analyze the way the team is progressing.
And that's obviously very well at the moment. Barrow, top of their league, still about 60 places below you in the football pyramid. Is there a danger you can underestimate them?
No, it's dangerous also because football is full of these kind of games that you think that it's easy game and then it's a tricky game. Probably in this moment is the worst game for us. It's much better, different kind of games. This is the reason why we need to take serious, and we cannot allow ourselves to drop a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go to Simon.
Enzo, you're within a point of Arsenal and 3 of Manchester City. I know it's early days, but does it feel like you're a little bit ahead of schedule in terms of how close you are with those teams, especially given you lost to Man City in the opening game?
No, I said that we are ahead where we expected to be today, but not in terms of results, in terms of the way the team is progressing and is playing. Then, in terms of results, I still think that we are far from these kind of teams, clubs, like I said many times, City, Arsenal, because we need to learn many things, we need to improve many things, attacking better, defending better, but the important thing is the feeling that we have in this moment that we are going in that direction. This is very important.
Has Keane and Dewsbury Hall got a chance of starting tomorrow?
Yeah, probably yes. Yeah.
Is he starting? Can he start?
Yes. We have session today this afternoon, and I also like to tell the players before.
How do you think it's gone for him so far in terms of he's obviously one of the signings you probably were particularly keen to do? He arrived carrying an injury. There's a lot of focus on him given that Chelsea let Conor Gallagher join Atletico.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm very happy with Keenan. This is the reason why I said before that if we simple judge a team or player because the way they play or if they win, but we also need to understand that Keenan was the main player at Leicester, arrive here now and is not the main player, is one of the players. For him, for any players in the world, you need to adapt. Mentally you need to adapt, because you go from okay, I'm the main player here, I'm one of the players, and that time that period require a little bit time that you understand that and you adapt that. But I'm completely happy with Keenan, the way he's doing. For sure, when you go inside 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's never easy. It's not easy for Keenan, it's not easy for the rest of the players. So you need a little bit to understand that kind of situation that is different from the previous one where you were the main player. So it's just a matter of to adapt a little bit, but overall I don't have any doubt for Keenan.
Is that why? Yeah, sure. Is that why, in a way, this fixture schedule that's now going to be midweek weekend is going to help a player like Keenan play
Absolutely,
that rhythm?
Absolutely, yeah. Like him and like all the rest of the players that they are not starting in the Premier League, but they're gonna start in the conference, on the Carabao, the different competition.
And
with that in mind, sort of, you have 5 competitions, maybe 80 or so games, a long season extended into July. So how do you sort of view the Carabao Cup in relation to all the different competitions, and how will you manage that sort of load across all 5?
Probably because of the last 2 years, we are not, we cannot allow ourselves to make, okay, the first target is this, and then we need to go game by game and to see where we arrive close and fight for that, you know. So this is, I don't see any, in this moment, any competition better than the other one. Or, for sure, the main one is the Premier League, always, is the competition where you try to do your best, always. But in terms of, okay, this is the most important, this is not important, it's not for us. We need to take every game in the same way, and then we see at the end if we are close something and go for it.
I only ask because Carlo Ancelotti said that he might rest players during the season. He said because of the player workload that they have in Real Madrid, he'll maybe rest some of his players. One player this week, one player another week. Do you have any ideas like that because of the workload? And you spoke a little bit about the maybe player strike last week.
No, the only thing I mentioned is that the reason why we left out from the conference squad is because we try to protect player, and more or less is the same idea. But in this moment, I'm not thinking to leave out players for another competition.
Could I ask, you have your squad, a lot of people said it's big, but it's maybe a little bit big, but it's not so big. Is that helpful, and will you give a chance to Chilwell, Chukwuemeka, maybe some of the young players, George or Achimpong in this game?
Yeah, they're gonna be the ones that you just mentioned. They're gonna be on the squad for tomorrow. Some of them we see if they start from beginning, but if not, they're gonna be all on the bench, and hopefully we can give them some moment.
Okay. Final question, go to Bobby.
Hi Enzo. Mikhailo Mudryk, because you mentioned last week that you see Pedro Neto and Jadon Sancho as your left wingers. So that
Pedro Neto and Noni in the right, and Sancho and Misha in the left.
Oh, sorry, yeah, but Pedro came on the left, right, against West Ham. Do you see Mudryk as sort of a third choice left winger with Neto being able to play there as well? Or do you see it solely as the two right wingers and then Mudryk on the left?
No. The main idea is, as I said, Pedro and Noni in the right side and Misha and Jadon in the left side. Then also the game require a little bit who in that moment is the one that I think is the correct one. For instance, West Ham, because Wan-Bissaka attack a lot and Jadon was doing the first half and beginning of the second half very good, and then he was tired. So we try to change a little bit, but to continue to keep the same idea. So our winger to be in charge a little bit of Wan-Bissaka, and I know that Pedro he can do that very good. Also Misha, but in that moment I decided for Pedro.
And quick, just final one. How important is this sort of competition for Mikhailo Mudryk then? Because his chances in the Premier League have been sort of limited so far.
No, it's important for him, but it's important for all of the rest. The other players, they are players that they train every day very good, but unfortunately I cannot give them chance like I don't know, Benoit is working very well, but he's not getting minutes in the Premier League. But it's not because he's doing bad, it's because sometimes you have to take some decision. But Misha, like Benoit, like all the players that they are not getting so many chances, tomorrow it's a good chance for them to get minutes and to hopefully to win a game.
Okay, cameras off please.